Bitcoin time has come. I have a critical message in this live for you. Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to the channel. It is such a pleasure to have you here. I'm Gabby Trades, and this is where you get live price action tips, live trades, and much, much more. If that sounds good, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to get your free access to my Discord by simply clicking in the link in the description box below or in the chat box if you're live with me. Now, this week we have NFP, which is non-farm payrolls. It's not as important for crypto usually. We also have PC coming in, unemployment claims as usual. And however, I believe that any data that we get before the 7th of May, it's actually quite critical to look at. Because as we know, we're going to have the rate cuts decisions coming up then on the 7th of May. So I will be paying very close attention to any economic calendar data that comes out. Now, without further ado, let's say hi to everyone and let me know, is there a delay? Because I kind of see that there is a delay in my speech. And I had one of my members on Discord ask me to change something in my settings because there was delay in my speech, but yes, there is. Okay, Trader Eddie. Fine. Let's see if I can fix that right now. I actually forgot. Yeah. I forgot even how to do the settings right now. This is so annoying. Wait. Settings. You guys have to bear with me for this one. Yeah. See, I know if I touch anything that it's just gonna get worse. Hold on. I think it was filters or something like that. How did I do it? I don't know. Maybe I'm live and that's why I can't change it anymore. Okay. Well, yeah, no, it's kind of a big deal. It's going to be really annoying. Trading screen to any corners. I don't know what you're... Okay. Oh, you mean to all the corners? Now we have all these requests coming up. Guys, relax, please. We need to fix the problem. Wait. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll just move on like that because, yes, I'm a cult leader. You guys, this is actually so annoying. I'm going to try and fix it. No, I'm going to try and fix it. This is just terrible. There must be a way of fixing it. Like, I know... buffering, auto-detect. Or is it because I'm live that I can't see the settings anymore? Like, this is just... out of this world, you guys. So how about the small screen? Is it different or is it the same? I think I fixed it for both screens. I don't know. This is just absolutely terrible. All right. Anyway, we're moving on. We'll have a look at this because we have some stuff that are really important to discuss today. And I mean, Sugar Cookie, I don't want to Google search it because I actually searched it and I fixed the problem, or I did what they were asking me to do, which is to add some filter with like latency and stuff, but I don't know. It's the same. Okay. I honestly, you guys, I don't know. I think, what if I found it. Okay. 0. Close. Is this better? Should be okay now. Let's have a look at the full screen. I remember. Okay, filters. Edit filters. 0. Is it better now? Oh my lord. Okay, so by me trying to fix stuff, I just make them worse. This is what happens. Thankfully, you guys are patient with me. All right, cool. Let's move on to the charts. Now it's syncing. That's great to hear. Okay, fine. All right. Well, I'm not touching the settings anymore. That's it. All right, so moving on. What has happened over the weekend? Something very, very important has happened over the weekend. Hopefully TradingView is going to be nice with us this time around. Yes, so over the weekend we were hovering around our major liquidity point that we've been waiting for so long to be taken, right? We've been waiting since Tickwood. It's sync, but it's laggy. Come on, mate. It's better like that. I don't know how to fix it at this point. All right, so okay, let's focus, you guys, honestly. So we've been waiting for this liquidity for the whole month of March, and now it's taken, and we know that from here we're looking for sells, right? So it's a bit optimistic, in my opinion, to wait for us to have expected to sell off immediately from the 95k liquidity, because we discussed that we have this whole zone here. Not only this is just a little bit more refined as a sell zone, right? So I have the refined entries. I'm going to tell you guys where I'm planning to enter, but again, it needs to be upon confirmation. Now, what has been happening over here? Well, over the weekend, we had a tap into the 90k level, right? 95k level. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be looking for shorts upon confirmation. We had a confirmation on a 15-minute time frame, and there was a little bit of short going on with some additional entries. I posted everything on Discord. If you guys haven't joined Discord, join Discord, because that's where I post the live trading alerts on everything I see on the price action. If I see it, it's there. So you can find the link for that, in the description box. I don't want to repeat myself 5,000 times. Okay, cool. So now that we're having this level being retested quite a few times, right? Quite a few times. I'll be happy with like this retest and take a short here, but then we came back, tested it again, and now we're back testing it again and rejecting from it again, creating this small weird range around it right now. Now, just above it, of course, we have the previous weekly highs formulated, which is another point of liquidity. And like I said to you guys on Discord, what I'm expecting is for Monday to bring a false move to the upside from which I want to sell. Now, I'm going to show you exactly where I'm looking to take my shorts from. But before that, I want to also show you something else. Like on a 1 hour time frame, we have created this liquidity down here quite early on, actually, going into the weekend. So, generating liquidity on a 1 hour time frame is showing to me that there is a potential for price to soon come down to that level. So this is just it's a mini confluence. It's nothing, it's giving really no entry, values, but it's just showing me that price is leaving liquidity to the downside, which is what we want to see. Now, today we open New York Open. Let's talk about today a little bit. On a 4 hour time frame, when we woke up this morning, we had this high here as a target, again with my indicators, and we smashed through the target, and now we're trying to close bearish. Now, this 4 hour candle has a little bit more time to close, and I want to see whether it's going to close bullish or bearish. That is going to tell me whether we're going to drop a little bit down further, maybe take this low and then create another high, which is going to mean that we're staying in this range. And remember, I told you guys how I trade ranges usually. So this might be an opportunity to do that. It's normal for price to consolidate here because it was a massive liquidity level. The fact that it's consolidating, it's also showing me that it's going to have an explosive move to the upside or to the downside with a big wick. High mark. FEG 15 longed at 94k. Yes, FEG 15 is one of our trading contestants on Discord, and he has been absolutely smashing it. So yeah, people are trading for a reward. Oh, Larry's here as well. Good afternoon. So let's move on and talk about this. I'm trying to focus now because, I haven't really been preparing for this. Not that I prepare any day, but, I'd like to look with the charts with you guys raw so you see how my thought process goes. All right. I might be a little ADHD, but everyone is, so who cares? Scott is here. Okay, you guys. So, right. Let's go straight into it, right? Let's not waste time and go straight into it. Where am I looking to short? Now, for that, we need a little bit of more context on a higher time frame. open the indicators, check exactly where we are in terms of price action. Okay, well, that's interesting. We're trading into the daily fair value gap that we created here and that we rejected with the strategic pump and dump Trump situation up here. So we rejected from this fair value gaps once, twice, been rejected quite a few times, and now we're coming back to it after we've done all the play down here. And now we are wicking through that fair value gap. Now, why are we wicking through that fair value gap? Well, because price wants to pretty much manipulate us right now. Some people are going to start shorting from here, but for me, this consolidation here is not yet ready to short. I'm going to show you there is also an invalidation for price going higher than here, and I'll show you where that is as well in a moment. But for now, the fact that we're consolidating here around this daily bearish fair value gap is actually very interesting. And the only reason is that if we have any body closes above, and this is how fair value gaps work, right? If we have any body closes above this daily fair value gap, like with an actual body close, that would mean that then we're looking to take the high of the fair value gap body candle itself, which is sitting right here. Well, isn't that just interesting? Because that exactly aligns with our sell zone on a higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, right? It's up exactly up here. So I'm interested to start entering my shorts somewhere around this high of this candle. So that would be literally, actually, let's remove it so we'll be a little bit more precise. So I'll be looking to take shorts from, we can zoom in actually a little bit more, from around 96,496.6. So it's not even the 96,000 level as per se. 96,000 level, it's never correct. It's never going to be a round number whatsoever. But I'm expecting for price, if it trades above this fair value gap and has a close here, I'm expecting to get this high taken, right? For price to take this high. It's really, really that simple. I know you guys have been trading very, very actively. Let me know if you've been doing quite well with this price action to the upside. I want to show you on a higher time frame, how are we looking? Let's open the monthly. The monthly, if you're just focusing on the candles, it's looking quite good right now. This is exactly what we expected. In March, when the candle closed like this with a huge wick, and you know what wicks are, they should be treated like imbalances. They usually get filled, you know, when you see a wick like that. So we expected for April to come up and take that wick, you know, create a wick fill and take that high. So this is exactly what we're seeing, and this is where we have planned to take our sells from, right? From all this way back, all this candle back in February. This is where we want to take shorts. Now, the only thing that I didn't expect is that we're going to have the March lows taken with the April candle, but this is what happened, right? I was holding that bias more for April, but it's okay. It is what it is. So now that we're here on a monthly, we're looking quite bullish, right? On a monthly, we're looking quite bullish. On a weekly, now we're about to test the major levels down here, up here, and understand whether this move is true, yes or not. Because if we break with strength through that level, I'm going to be looking entirely and solely for longs, and I'm going to be looking for this bull run to be over very, very soon. So, but if everything plays out the way I want it to play, right, and I get my sell at around 96,500 level Bitcoin. By the way, it could go even higher. Like I said, the sell zone, not refined, is quite bigger than that. So this is just going to be one try, everything upon confirmation, of course. So let's say that works out. Then we said on the last live that we're going to be expecting for Bitcoin to drop down to one of our key levels, right? We're going to be expecting for Bitcoin to drop down to one of our key levels, whether it's going to be 91,255 or 89K or even further down, right? If we start dropping further down, I wouldn't be surprised if the previous weekly low is targeted, right? Because there is also a high time frame support down here at the previous week low. And the previous week actually opened quite interesting. It didn't even wick at all. So there was 0 wicks whatsoever. And price just exploded to the upside. So that would be interesting. And then we'll come back into the range, which was our major point of control as well. So that's what I'm going to be looking at for price to create a higher low. Now, another thing that is making me even more convinced in my bias is that when I open NASDAQ, and of course I open my indicators, I can now see that the low that was created here at 16,400 for NASDAQ is now a liquidity. Now, this is a massive red flag for me, right? I don't even know if I can call it a red flag because we've been expecting that. Hopefully it ties in with the monetary policies. Yes, let's see. It's going to be interesting. So to be fair with you, on NASDAQ right here, it's also looking like they might start acting in a similar fashion. They might start moving in a similar fashion because NASDAQ is almost reaching again to our levels of interest. I'm going to say that this level has been marked for quite some time now, 20,000 NASDAQ, $20,010. So I'm going to be potentially expecting from NASDAQ to run into that area and then starts dropping from here. So sales on NASDAQ are also something that I'm interested in. It is also possible that we reject even before that. So the level for that would be 19,797, right? Because on a higher time frame, this is our what? This is our 0.786 area of the price leg. So if we start rejecting from here, I'm going to be then looking for price to drop down to where? Below our liquidity on the 12-hour time frame at the 0.5 of the price leg. So that is all going to make a lot of sense to me if that happens. All right. What's happening in the chat? What am I missing? Something funny. So that's it. If NASDAQ is bearish, I'm pretty much going to trust my bias even more on Bitcoin. Now, we need to closely watch and see how this 4-hour candle is going to close, because this is going to give us signals on whether price is going to bleed further down and take Asia low, or we're going straight up and we're taking the previous week high level, which is sitting at around 95,716. All right, so I've given you my levels. Now let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is very, very interesting. Okay, so why is Ethereum interesting? Because Ethereum is at a major level that is going to show us whether it's bullish or bearish. And it's right here. It's right here. So this level at $8,814 for Ethereum is pretty much serious because there is a sell zone above it. And we're not breaking that level right now. We have been tapping into it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now. And we don't seem to break that level, which is something that, you know, it's not giving me too much confidence. But also Ethereum is lagging behind Bitcoin, right? Because Ethereum needs to catch up a lot more to go back to levels even from the strategic pump reserve that Bitcoin has. Ethereum is so far away from it. So the thing is, for Ethereum, I strongly suggest that everyone watches this range that we created here. And I've given you guys in my previous video how you can trade ranges. This is a strategy that I was keeping for you for the course, but I decided I'm going to give it to you guys. So here it is. It's for you in the previous video. You can watch it. But I want to see this range ideally exit to the upside. This is going to make me a little bit more confident that maybe ETH BTC is going to start going to the upside and Ethereum is going to be a little bit stronger now. And this is going to be a bit of a momentum for the altcoins. I would really, really like to see that. But if we start breaking the range to the downside and we lose the support, right, at what is that level here? 1764, right? 1,764 for Ethereum. If we start losing that level here, things are not going to be looking that great. That would mean that we're going to need to travel down and start filling the imbalances up here, right? Potentially down here where we have an inverted fair value gap. Maybe I'll be looking for a higher low somewhere down here within that inversion for me to then continue to buy. But to be fair with you, I don't want to see that level lost, and I want to see it break to the upside. That would be very, very nice. Because ETH BTC is supporting the levels that we marked together, right? Yes, we had a drop from it. We had a drop. We had a deviation from it. But then we immediately came back and we reclaimed it. So then now we're trading above it. So that is looking strong to me, right? Remember when we marked this level months ago? Now this is starting to look strong. So I want to see this continuing that trend. The good thing is also we have this liquidity up here on the 4-hour for ETH BTC. So all we need to do is to hope for this level to hold, right? And like I said, repeating again, all we need to do is to see Ethereum hold this range and break through the sell zone entirely, body close above the sell zone, right? Body close above the sell zone. All these things are going to be very, very positive for Ethereum and for all the altcoins out there. So that's what I want to see. I've been waiting for this level to hold, and the level seems to hold. So I'm very positive about Ethereum, by the way. And again, for those of you that are new here, you guys know my targets for Ethereum for this bull run are 3,884 or 3,885. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll get a little bit above 4,000, maybe 4,500. That is something that I'm expecting from Ethereum, but nothing more, unfortunately. All right, let's look at Solana. I actually haven't looked at Solana for a little bit. Okay, so on a weekly time frame, we have rejected from our buy zone, right? This big buy zone here. And we're now tapping into our 0.5 level. Now, from here, the thing is, now we want to break through that level, right? Because I've taught you guys so many times how I trade the price ranges that I mark. So I want from Solana to break through the 0.5. Forex will do. Thanks, Gabby. Yes, you're welcome. So I want Solana to break through the 0.5 because if it doesn't break from the 0.5, it is quite possible that price will go all the way down and take this low and even travel further down to the $79 levels. Now, we definitely don't want to see that, right? We want to see price smash through the 0.5 and then continue its journey to $235 Solana. Right? And even further, even all-time highs for Sol, because we haven't really tapped into the 0.236. And we know when that happens is when we don't tap into the 0.236 is what I mean. That means that price is more likely to create new all-time highs. But if we tap into the 0.236, we're unfortunately now entering into a range, and that is the more likely structure for this, if that happens. But if we break through the 0.5, we're most likely to find new all-time highs. So this is an extremely important zone as well. So everything is an absolutely critical position right now. Extremely important. Let's go back to the 4-hour and see if we're gaining a little bit of strength. Yeah, so there is a possibility that this red candle on a 4-hour time frame will close bullish. Let's see if it turns around. It's going to be quite good for us because then we'll get our weekly level taken and we'll get closer to the zone where I'm looking to short, which is around the 96,500 mark, or starting around the 96,500 mark. Yes, exactly. All right. So, of course, all these updates, guys, like the video if you haven't liked it. I keep forgetting to ask you, but you have to do that because you need to support this channel if you like it, of course. So, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm quite positive for Ethereum unless it disappoints me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. ETH BTC is looking like it's holding, and that is all I'm interested in. I don't want to waste my energy on anything else, especially that this week token 2049 is happening, so it's going to be extremely busy. I need to have clear levels, and I quickly need to see the confirmation of what I need to do. Now, is there anything else I needed to speak to you about today? I don't think so. I think that's all. Yes. Yes, Larry, I'll be for token 2049 in Dubai. That's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to be doing all kinds of crypto fun stuff. Let's see. It's actually very exhausting for me, to be honest. Let's have a look on a 5-minute time frame if we can catch any scalps. Let's have a look if there is anything. Okay, so we've taken that liquidity here to the downside. That was with the market open here at 2:30 UK time. We've created this sell order block. We're rejecting from it right now. So are we going to see lower prices from here? It doesn't look like it. It looks like it wants to retrace a little bit further. So that's on the 5-minute. Let's have a look on the 3-minute. Nothing as of now. It really seems like it's pretty much trading in the middle right now of this new developed price leg, just here, like I told you guys. So usually what happens is, right, the 0.5, it either beats it. If this is a true bearish range, we're going to drop down from here. And if it's not a true bearish range, we're going to go to the 95,192 and then potentially range before we exit either to the upside or to the downside. Shiam is here. Hello. So yes, that's what we're looking at today. There might be some potential scalps here within that price leg. Let's have a look actually. Yeah, so far it looks kind of positive for short-term buy scalps, but not really. I would want for price to close a little bit higher here above the 0.5 level. So let's say price closes a little bit higher here, higher than this body close, than this candle, exactly this bullish candle. A body close above that, and then I'll be interested maybe in entering down on this inverted fair value gap that's created here. So price needs to come a little bit higher, then drop down to here, and I think then that would be a good level to chase if that happens. But it seems like we're rejecting from the 0.5 now. But this is on a 5-minute, so everything can change pretty fast. Sorry, you guys. Once I get into like trading mode, it's a bit different. All right. So like I said, we're trading in a bearish leg right now. This is on a 5-minute time frame. We don't see any liquidities. Let's have a look on the lower time frame, see if we have any liquidities created. On the 1-minute time frame, nothing interesting really. Okay, that's fine. We can get rid of that indicator then. So in that case, what we want to look at is, yeah, we need to find acceptance above the 0.5, body close above this candle, retrace to the inverted fair value gap, and then we can chase this liquidity up here, or the 0.786. This would be a nice scalp actually, not gonna lie. But yeah, okay, let's remove the fair value gaps a little bit and see a little bit bigger picture here. Actually, I'm gonna need the liquidity so I can see the Asia high levels, although I'm pretty sure we took Asia high already. Yeah, so this was the Asia high drop. Sorry. Yeah, out and then drop. So now we're potentially using it as a retest, or we're going to come down from the 0.5 level and just continue lower to take the Asia low. But it seems like it might be a long scalp now. Let's have a look. Let us have a look. No, price is showing no signs for now. Yeah, trading is a bit of a waiting game, to be fair, you guys. But yeah, this is what I see right here on a 5-minute time frame. Body close above that. Retest at the inversion down here. But we're trading straight through it right now, so it seems like we're rejecting from the 0.5. So it might be sells instead. Very interesting. So what are your plans for the week, you guys? What are you doing? I'm gonna be completely exhausted, running around different events. It's gonna be absolutely terrifying because I'd rather stay at home and be cozy and trade. But it is what it is. All right, so we completely smashed through the inversion, holding the 0.5. So this looks like a sell for me. If this closes down below here. Larry, I'll swap with you if you want. Trust me, you only think so. It's gonna be like 45, 50 degrees or something. It's gonna be way too hot. Let's have a look on a 15-minute time frame, actually. What the bias is here. Quite a grind to the upside during Asia and London as well, right? London as well, for just New York to come and take it all away. Yeah, it seems like the 0.5 is rejecting. Quite clear. Rejection from here. Samir, I'm working all week. Yeah, trust me, I don't miss the 9 to 5. I don't miss it one bit. Let's have a look at what ETH is doing. Oh, interesting. On the 30-minute, ETH has its high as liquidity up here. That is quite cool to see. So that potentially is going to confirm our bias. So like we said, when we're trading this range like this, in the previous video, right, that I explained to you guys, what you want to be doing is basically playing the ends of the range, up, down, up, down, up, down, until it exits. And of course you take one loss at that time, but that's okay. So it seems like it's trying to hold the 0.5. So that's 0.5 of the range. Let's see if we're going to get another tap in the 0.236. If we do, I think it's a long from here. If it's not even now from the 0.5 of the price leg, but it doesn't look like that as of yet. It doesn't look like that. It's printing some bearish candles here below levels, so we need to wait. That's fine. Okay, you guys, I'm also gonna go. And remember, this is the last stream for this week. I am gonna see you guys next week because it's going to be very busy with all those crypto events that are coming up. And of course, join Discord if you haven't. It's for free. That is where you can see all the trades that I'm taking. And I'm going to be watching price now, see if I can find any trade, and I'm going to just post it on Discord just like I do every single time. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you. By the way, I've recorded one video for you. I will post it maybe on Wednesday. Let's see how it goes. And Kun, have a nice time at your meeting. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.